he called because he was doing this thing with the Metropole Orchestra. And, you know, by this point, Billy Sheehan's the bass player in the band. And it was a completely different thing now at this point. And I figured, well, I'm never going to get to play in Steve's band now Billy Sheehan's there, you know. But this orchestra thing was a little bit different. And it just so happened that the electric bassist in this orchestra, because it's a orchestra with a rock rhythm section, the electric bassist couldn't do this gig. It was not like a lock that I was going to do it. Like, they had a rhythm section, but this guy just couldn't do it. So fortunately for me, Steve called and was like, how would you like to do this thing where I'm going to play my music with the Metropole Orchestra? And it was a great way for me to kind of get in with his live thing. So next month, I see on his webpage that he's holding open auditions. And again, I'm like, open auditions? Come on, you know? So, you know, how could he said, so I said, you want me to come down, you know? And he was like, no, it's cool, you know, listen, just to be straight, I like the way you play, I love the way you play, and I know the way you play, I just want to see what else is going on. And I actually had a trip to LA scheduled during the week of the auditions, but, you know, my itinerary was my itinerary and all that, and I had a clinic in Sacramento and a show in LA, and I was going to be all over the place. And so I asked him if you wanted me to stop by. He said, no, it's cool. I was like, okay. Well, listen, if you change your mind at the last minute for any reason, just let me know and I'll be there. So I flew from Nashville to LA and did my show there. And then I flew to Sacramento and did my show there. And I got back to Nashville and I'm there for like about maybe 24 hours. And I got a rehearsal that day and a session the next day. And then I get the call from Thomas Nordig, his tech. He's like, Steve wants to talk to you. He says he wants you to come out to audition. It's 24 hours right now. I'm like, okay. So I talked to Steve and he's like, can you be out here tomorrow? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, can you learn Freak Show XS? I'm like, yeah. So anyway, after the audition was over, I felt pretty good about it. And Steve was like, listen, you sounded great. I tried a couple other guys and I'll let you know. So I went out to lunch with a friend of mine, had some Mexican food. And it wasn't like 2 hours later that he called me and he was like,
hello? Yes. Who do you think? Take a guess. Take a wild guess. Listen, you know, I had these other guys come in, you know, and this one guy came in from, and he blew me away. But he didn't blow me away as much as you did. Do you want to be in my band?
I was like, yeah. So that was that. And that was, that was 11 years after the original audition.